Hi there. I cannot believe our next webinar is next week, a week from tomorrow. That's incredible. Time goes by so quickly. I wanted to just do a little recap of our last one. I hope you were able to attend. If you weren't, we talked about technology and software tools for your nonprofit. There are so many that we've learned about over the last few years, and it seems like every time we do this presentation, we have newer ones and we get more excited about what's out there. But there are some key ones that we like to use that actually we've already had in place for a few years, and I wanted to just share those for those of you who weren't able to attend our webinar. I just wanted to run through a few of those. And it was also one of my favorite webinars because I had one of my favorite people on, and that was Andrea Maceta, who talked to us about marketing. So Andrea, thank you. Awesome to have you with us as always. So we talked about nonprofit and development software tools. Some of these really can be used interchangeably in the for-profit, nonprofit world. Some of them are specifically donor databases, so they really apply more to fundraising. But I'll just do a quick overview of these. So if you do not have a project management system that you're using already, you are missing out. You must have a project management system. It is my go-to. I keep all of my projects in there, and then I link to Google Docs, or I link to Dropbox, or I attach things in there. But you need one place to go so that you're not digging through emails. I mean, if you have done this, if you have said, I know I've got an email in here and it's got that attachment, that brochure, that 990 that the CPA sent me, we've done that. We've all done that. So put yourself out of misery and get yourself a project management system. Asana is still free. For a certain amount of usage. I can't remember what it is. I'm not sure if, and nonprofits they're eligible for a discount. ClickUp is free. Trello is free. There's also Coda, Monday, Teamwork, Airtable, Slack. You could be using Slack. I use Slack in addition to Asana, so please, you must get yourself on a project management system. It is the only way to go. Now that actually we have a client that uses Trello a lot. I think I might like Trello more. I've used ClickUp, don't care for it quite so much. And the project that I worked on in ClickUp was extremely data intensive. So I found I had a hard time navigating around. Asana is pretty basic. I like it. I'm used to it. But Trello, I really am enjoying Trello. There's something about being able to just move these cards around so easily that's very satisfying. So anyway, definitely I put that very, very high on the list. Okay, digital whiteboard workspaces. I should have moved here. Let me see if I can get out of the way. I'll just get out of the way completely for now. Okay, so Lucid is a great one and very, very easy to do mind maps and things like that. Miro I haven't used myself, but Miro I have used. What I like about Miro is it's a whiteboard, but you can put anything on it. You could put sticky notes, you can put photographs, you could put videos, you can do PDFs, you can do links and websites, and it goes on and on and on endlessly. And you can zoom out and you can just see a layout of everything you've worked on, and you can zoom in and focus on that one section. It's amazing. I do very much like Miro. Okay, for accounting, we've got some free ones. Wave Apps is free, 100% free. So for anyone who says, oh, I don't have the money for a subscription, yes, you do. And actually, I need to write that down because I had forgotten about Wave Apps. And I need to make that recommendation to someone. Okay, and then Gusto for payroll, Gusto. And Aplos is another very good software for nonprofits. Of course, there's always QuickBooks. So you do not need the installed QuickBooks. QuickBooks Online does the job just fine. Online scheduling. I am in the online scheduling nightmare right now. Complete nightmare. I have quite a few calendars, different calendars that I manage with different companies, and they all feed into my one main calendar, but right now they're not syncing. And I try and offer people times, but what's on my phone doesn't match what's on my calendar on my computer. I need to get back onto Calendly. And I used to be on Acuity because I think Acuity integrated with a software that we used. I don't remember which one. But Calendly, the basic one, is free. It's fantastic. Must do Calendly. Don't go back and forth. By the way, if you do have to go back and forth because you have a few different people that you're coordinating with, a doodle poll is awesome. If you haven't done a doodle poll and you're trying to coordinate board members, volunteers, ambassadors, even your team members, who's up for a Sunday afternoon picnic with family at a local park sometime in the next couple months, do a doodle poll. That way you can figure out who's got the time available. And then it just gives you like a little filtered down, these are the 2 dates that everybody can make it. Business management. Okay, this is Dubsado. I use this for my business. It really is more for for-profits. Time tracking, if you need to track time. Video messaging. Loom. That's how I'm recording this. I absolutely love Loom. Loom is the best. Here, I'll put myself back in. Loom is amazing. Absolutely fantastic. So I have a PowerPoint going, and I'm just flipping through my slides. I selected the size of the frame that I wanted to record. I said I wanted screen and camera, but you can just do camera or you could just do screen. Most of the ones I do are screen only. So Loom is amazing. You can also use either of these. You can download them. You can edit them. It's fantastic and very inexpensive. I think for one user for more than 5 minutes, it's $10 a month. Otherwise, it's free up to 5 minutes. Project Broadcast is pretty cool. You can just send SMS messages and ringless voicemail. So you put the number in and it leaves a voicemail and the phone never rang. So it's a little sneaky. I don't do any of that, but I think it's a cool app to know about. And then Grasshopper, if you need a virtual voice mail system. I will say that I don't believe it's usable in the Philippines or other Asian countries, continent. I'm just trying to think of what continents I know that it actually works in, where you could call back to the States. You may have to use a VPN. So there are other services like Just Call. Just Call is very good. Graphic design, of course, everybody knows about Canva. Canva is fantastic. Design Pickle is great. Venngage, I have used Venngage for infographics. Very, very cool. Very cool. Video editing, V.io, Veemly, PhotoFuse. They're simple. They allow you to add subtitles. They allow you to add some effects. You can really, very straightforward, very simple. And then teleprompter and cue prompter are pretty good too. You can add those in because that way you can actually be reading as you're going through your video recording. Transcription, Otter.ai, Temi, Reason8.ai. These are all pretty good. I've done Otter.ai for example, documentaries. If I wanted the transcription to a documentary, or if I recorded a meeting and I would like a transcription, although now Loom gives you a full transcription of every recording, so you don't even need that anymore. Let's see what else we have. Social media management, not my strong suit, so we may just move through this one pretty quickly, but we have Buffer, Tailwind, and Hootsuite. I think most people know about Hootsuite. Outsourcing tasks, wow, probably my favorite topic. I think everyone who knows me knows that I am a big believer in outsourcing or delegating anything you possibly can. And these would probably be my favorite 3. So Upwork, I have used Upwork since it used to be Odesk. And that was, I think I started using back in 2002, 2003. I'll have to see when they started because I was very early on with them. I was starting a business. I was working on my MBA. I had 2 children under the age of 2, and I was volunteering in all kinds of hurricane relief efforts in the Bahamas. And when I launched my business, I decided I was going to have someone help me. I was going to have a VA. And it just blew my mind that I could wake up in the morning and my VA, who worked opposite hours to my daily schedule. So I worked Eastern Standard Time. She was in the Philippines, so she would work in my nighttime, and I would wake up in the morning and everything was ready in my inbox. Amazing. You don't have to choose someone from the Philippines. I happen to have chosen a few people from the Philippines because I love their English, and I just find that they're extremely professional and helpful. But honestly, Upwork has freelancers from all over the world, including the United States. You can find grant writers. You can find writers for a case for support. You can find grant researchers. You can find fundraisers. You can find social media experts, marketing experts, funnel experts, you name it. Upwork is fantastic. TaskRabbit, I really love, because sometimes you need something done close by. You need a photo shoot. You need some furniture moved. You need, you name it, TaskRabbit. Fantastic. And then, of course, Fiverr is another great way to outsource to freelancers and VAs. Events management. I love these. Flipcause, Jujama. I don't do a lot of events, as you all know, but Remo, I actually was part of an event that was done on Remo. I was very impressed. So, donations and donation mechanisms. GiveBox, DonorBox, QGive. GiveButter is free. They only charge you a small percentage of the actual donation that comes in, and they have a CRM. It's very basic, but works just fine. I'm hearing a lot about Little Green Light. Over and over again, I hear about Little Green Light. So I would say Little Green Light would be one to look at carefully. I use Bloomerang a lot. I've used Donor Perfect a lot. But Little Green Light, we'll have to find out a little bit more about why it's so good. Online auction platform would be one cause. TechSoup, of course, if you're a nonprofit, you really need to make sure that you know all about TechSoup. Look at all these great programs that you get here discounted, right? I mean, it's fantastic. Really great. So after that, we went right into our conversation with Andrea Maceta on marketing. But I do want to also remind you all about our YouTube channel, our Global Good channel by Kaneko, and of course, resources. The Joe Gorecht materials are absolutely fantastic. He does an amazing job with his trainings. You should buy every training. I do because I figure I don't know everything. Not everyone knows everything. So, and of course, we have our Google folder with all the resources. So if you're a webinar attendee, you get access to that. All right, and our next one is next Tuesday, and let me confirm the date and time. It is Tuesday the 13th at 6 p.m. Eastern. Really can't wait to see you guys, and have a wonderful week. Raise lots of money and make a great impact. Thanks.